Welcome back to Scully Park. Game one of the men's this afternoon, and a massive game for the Manly Sea Eagles. Well, Penrith Panthers were looking for their first win of the championship. Let's have a look at this Manly Sea Eagles side. The one, Marcus Crias. The two's Daniel Hope. 3, Isaac Solomon. The 4, Jaden Wall. The 6, Callum Forbes. 7, Josh Parrish. 10, Desai Gutwell. 9, Bryce Duxbury. The 8, Sam Press. The 12, Jack Renouf. Mitch Manners in jersey 18. Tiberi, Jaden Tiberi in jersey 13. 16, Zach Missingham. The 5, Mitch Lee. The 11, Sam McKenzie. 19, Matt Gray. 17, Jared Knox. The 15, Charlie. Jormanen. And an early penalty to the Panthers. Let's have a look at this Panthers side. The 1, Jared Olsen. The 3, Kane Wallace. The 4, Brenton Salmon. The 5's Luke Hode. 6, Mitch Emery. 9, Braden Kitchener. The 8, Joel Patterson. Just checking which jersey. Well, no, Boyd Neals in jersey 9. The 10, Glenn Pritchard. The 11, Corey Wright. 12, Brandon Grant. 13, Brendan Oxford. The 7, Ryan Fitzgerald. 14, Luke Douglas. 18, Justin Lowe. The 16, Jaden Sanderson Barton. 19, Ralph Matteo. The 17, Lachlan Smith. The 15, Nick Darling. As the Panthers have their first opportunity, ball in hand, attacking. Neil. Emery. Short pass there for Fitzgerald. What's the referee going to say? Shoulder charge, is it? By the looks of it. So Neil won't muck around. He'll just F-poss it. He taps and goes straight away. Corey Wright. No look for Patterson. Patterson trying to spin out of the tackle. Can't do it. Neil again. Fitzgerald awaits. Fitzgerald gets it. Trips over. He had Emery coming underneath. Still hooked to this left edge. Still got plenty of numbers. Emery throws the dummy back underneath and goes himself. Brandon Grant was the jersey 12 who came underneath him. Neil. Long pass for Fitzgerald. He finds Patterson. Patterson's wrapped up once again. Fitzgerald puts the kick through. It's a good kick. Manly might have trouble bringing this out. Can he get out? Oh, that's a great effort. And a penalty. Offside, inside the 10. But what about the effort from Callan Forbes? He looked up. All he could see was pink jerseys everywhere. Thought he was surrounded by fairy floss. And he did well to get it back into the field of play, and then the penalty. So now the Sea Eagles, they definitely the surprise on yesterday, day 2 of the men's. With their victory over the Parramatta Eels. And there's the one-on-one strip. Gupwell looking at the reference saying, hang on, but Patterson. And a high tackle. You could hear the crowd go, oh. He gets straight to his feet, though. Corey Wright, but they've been down here for a while now. Game's 4 minutes long. The Panthers have had all the football down at this end of the field. Once again, another F-poss. He taps and goes. Does Neil need to convert this possession into points? Emery dummies. Has Olsen outside. He dummied underneath for Pritchard. Neil. They go to the left again. Patterson gets it. He just skips, drives forward. Can he get the hand out? No, he can't. He's on his back. Neil, he'll go himself. Driving forward. Can he spin over? Johnny on the spot, the referee. He'll be held up. We'll be back to the 10. Neil not mucking around. Looking for a dummy half. He's about to play the football. Wallace sees what's going on and bolts in there. Oh, Emery. The pass went backwards from Oxford. And it did go backwards. Emery cleans it up. Neil again at dummy half. Fitzgerald. Olsen hit and drops the ball. Play on the referee. What do we got? 6 to go. No, we'll play the first knock on from the Panthers. It'll be a handover. And the Sea Eagles survive the test put to them by the Panthers early with the football in hand. Hope. There's a run out of dummy half. The customary thing now. Gapwell just goes straight. Takes a while to get to his feet. He eventually does. More than happy to move it. Press. They chop him low. Good tackle from Emery. Had a big game yesterday. Did press with ball in hand. Not going to muck around. He'll get down the other end of the field. He's Parrish. Ball sits, eventually goes backwards and picked up by the Panthers. Luke Hode, jersey 5 for the Panthers today. Salmon. Neil just picks up a run. I'm more than happy the Panthers that was Oxford. Emery. He'll look to keep his hands alive. Can he? They come over the top, the Seagulls, and close the hole. Last tackle. Ball finds the ground. Fitzgerald has to go back. It goes back again. And he gets a rush kick in. And out on the full. Mitch Lee was more than happy to catch it, but the ball did go out on the full. So the Sea Eagles defence at the moment, holding strong. Gupwell, he sees the ball. He says, I better grab it. As it went, it was a loose pass. Two front rows overshot, two forwards overshot it, and Gupwell says, I better grab that. Tiberi. Jaden Tiberi now into the dummy half row goes Duxbury. Put his head down, went into the tackle, and they both get up slowly. It was Patterson. I wouldn't be running at him. Forbes. McKenzie to dummy half. McKenzie, he looks up. Duxbury to Tilbury. Does anybody want the football? They all look surprised as it's handed up in the hands. Duxbury comes back to the open for Parrish. Parrish will put the kick high in the air. Anyone going to test it? Didn't need to. Up he went, did Wallace, and takes it for the Panthers. And 9 gone in this first half, and on the Police Association New South Wales scoreboard, we're still locked up 0-0. Salmon brings it back with purpose. And, he read that beautifully. Did Luke Douglas. You could see the Manly player offside. Solomon it was. So Douglas just ran straight at him. Gets the penalty. And the Panthers, once again, are ready to have another set in an attacking zone. Smith for the Panthers. Oxford, he got it on for Patterson. Emery. Once again, Sea Eagles defence hanging on. Emery. And he gets collared as he bounced off that left foot and goes back towards the ruck. Fitzgerald. Underneath for Oxford. Last tackle it is. You could hear the referee. Last tackle, Fitzgerald. What will he do? This time he keeps it low. Creas goes back. They'll try and push him back into his in goal, but they can't. So Creas did well on that occasion. And now it's the Sea Eagles' turn to bring it out of their danger zone. It's a battle at the moment. Tiberi. They looked to kick. Solomon went in and looking for it was a strong run from Solomon. He got to his feet quickly, but now it's slowed right down. And on the last tackle, they definitely look for a big kick. It's a rush kick. It just gets over halfway. Hode brings it back for the Panthers. He attacked the football. Just gets it over halfway, and he's taking a while to get to his feet as Hode. Well, Olsen went for it. Eventually it's gone to Emery. Emery, they wrap him up as he had runners outside. Wallace wanted it, but he takes the tackle. To Emery. Now he rolls forward about 2 metres. Back you go. Douglas finds Olsen. Olsen spins out of one. Coming over the top was Parrish. Underneath. Duxbury. Douglas looks up, tries to sneak out of dummy half. Burns a tackle. Emery scoots in the dummy half. He looks up, nothing going on. Now he gives it. The referee's going to say that's high. Solomon it is. No shoulder charge, they're saying. I know nothing. I see nothing. So the Panthers once again roll it forward. Renouf. Emery. So that's Douglas into dummy half. Well, it looked like he was going to go to dummy half. He didn't. Patterson. He throws the big dummy to the right. Now Douglas goes to dummy half. Douglas tries to sneak underneath the wing of the Sea Eagle. He can't do it. Patterson to dummy half. Fitzgerald. They swamp on him as well. On the last now, Emery. Emery just puts a little trap kick that's still spinning around. Gutwell dives on it. We're going to say offside. So once again, the Sea Eagles are surviving everything the Panthers throw at them. And they'll get a relieving penalty on their 10. Parrish with the kick. Done a lot of tackling in this first 14 minutes of the half. Of course, 20-minute halves. As you say, it's a movers and a shakers day because it's that day after a couple of games of footy you can be sore, and there's a mistake from Manly. Jorma Nanen got a tough pass, fired into his chest, and he couldn't hang on to it. Douglas, Emery controlling things as he gives it back underneath for Wallace, and he's driven backwards. Sea Eagles again doing a mountain of work in defence. Sanderson Barton. He's on the field now for the Panthers. Slow play the ball. Patterson. Oh, he had runners with him. What's the referee going to say? Voluntary tackle. He's happy enough with that. Didn't have to blow the whistle. Emery. Short pass. Can he slice through? Wallace. No, he can't. Solomon in defence. He's on his haunches still. They put the kick through, and it goes straight to Press. Press looks up, and there's no one in front of him. Here comes a foot race. Press still going. Gets out of one. Still going, Sam Press. Looks for support. Flings it back. Well, what about that? What an effort. Mitch Lee scores the try, but Sam Press takes the kick and then looks up, and he's got nobody in front of him. They came at him, the Panthers. All they've done to start this match is tackle. But Press, I said he hasn't had a lot of opportunities with the footy. He kept going. And like any good winger, Mitch Lee chased him. He flung the ball out. Lee picked it up. And all of a sudden, the Manly Seagulls lead 4-0. Whew. But it's the defence that's really kept them in the game. And Josh Parrish shouldn't have any problems with the conversion attempt. Flags are in the air. And on the Police Association New South Wales scoreboard, it's the Manly Seagulls 6, leading the Penrith Panthers yet to score. 3 minutes before the halftime break.
Police banking, Police Association New South Wales, Grimsay, and Fuji Xerox, new sponsors this year.
So the Panthers, with the restart, crowd a little bit shell-shocked by that performance, but it was a wonderful performance. As now they'll look to not make any mistakes and roll back into the... That's on tackle one. Jewelman, and then he gets it alive. They're more than happy. Here's Press again. He has runners. He let it go for Renouf. And Renouf gets to the 40. They'll have another shot before half-time. Krias bounces off that route, bounces off the left. Seagulls making a few changes, and there's too long in the muck and the ruck. He wasn't putting up with it. All of a sudden, a little bit of momentum going to the Seagulls. And with the restart, Jaden Wall. Press will be important here. You want the footy, you want the ball in his hands. Ball goes to dummy half. Press. Nearly gets through the tackle. He wasn't held. He got up, and eventually the Panthers come over the top of him. Long pass there for Parrish. He got numbers, Krias. Quick ball work. I'll tell you what, he'd be hard to stop. Hope. Flings it back. They've still got numbers. He'll look up. Oh, they couldn't hang on to it. Charlie Jorman, then it might be a penalty. Jorman Nanan did knock it on, but it's a penalty. be offside. The referee might have to call time off here. We only got 35 seconds. He hasn't as yet. Seagulls will be pleading with this. They want time off. He hasn't called time off. They're going to take the 2. Right on the half-time siren. That'll be the obvious option. Siren sounds. Josh Parrish will be lining up. The referee sends his touch judges around. And a half where Penrith have had a lot of football but haven't been able to convert it into points. And the Sea Eagles, they raced 95 metres. And their number 5, Mitch Lee, was the man who grabbed the points. That looks good off the boot. Its flags are in the air. So the Manly Sea Eagles will go into the half-time break on the Police Association New South Wales scoreboard, leading 8 points to 0. Back with all the second half action shortly. Back with the second half action here at Scully Park between this men's clash in the Police Bank Cup for 2023. It's the Manly Sea Eagles leading 8-0 on the Police Association New South Wales scoreboard. After I didn't see any footy for the first 15 minutes. It was their defence really kept them afloat. So it'll be the Panthers with the restart. Emery kicks it high. Very high. There's referee says, yeah, did go back. Duxbury knocked it backwards and cleaned up by McKenzie. Press. Gupwell winding up. They're short on the left. Can they get it quick enough? No, the Panthers now come across with the cavalry. It's Forbes. Tried to go through the hole. Early kick for Parrish. Olsen comes across for the Panthers. It rolls to the 10. He'll have to hurry up because Hope's coming through. And Hope did well. Daniel Hope chased the kick, then made the tackle. And now the Panthers, they get to the 20. Nick Darling, he was the one wrapped up. Patterson, still going Patterson. Can he get the hand? He nearly got the hand around. Referee's going to say it's just bobbled out. He's not happy. Oh, and he's chatted. He's just said, I was holding it like that. To the experienced Joel Patterson, showing he cares. But unfortunately, he's given away a penalty, and now the Sea Eagles. Parrish with the penalty kick. Doesn't gain a lot of metres. Just gives his team a little bit longer to get set. McKenzie. McKenzie rolling it forward. Press. Gupwell started to push up but stayed back. Parrish on the right. Gupwell on the left. They go to the right for Parrish. Parrish strolling through the hole. They did. Well, I thought he was going to score, McKenzie. But it just stopped. It's quick now. Gupwell wants a flat ball. Spins around. No, he's tackled half a metre away. You can clear vision of that. As Forbes, long pass. Tiberi, ball finds the ground. Still room to move. It was Mitch Lee looking for a double. Creas to dummy half on the last. Forbes puts the flat pass through. Press picks it up and says thank you very much. He's having a good day at the office, is Sam Press. It was a wobbly little kick, just picked it up one-handed and said, I'll have a piece of that. And after he set up the first try, he gets one for himself. And the Sea Eagles lead 12-0. What about the skills there? The Sea Eagles bench are just bowing to Sam Press with the arms down like the I'm not worthy. And Josh Parrish, no problems with the conversion attempt. And the Police Association New South Wales scoreboard. The Sea Eagles leading 14 points to nil. Still 15 minutes left in this half, so the Panthers still plenty of time to get back into it. Emery tries the short kick off. Tiberi up to the situation. Gets there quick. Picks the footy up for the Sea Eagles, and all of a sudden they look up. They're 15 away from halfway. Wall. Duxbury. He'll find Gapwell. Neal came over the top. Drive him to the ground. Creus back underneath for Press. Press sees half a gap. It closed quickly. Duxbury wasn't the best pass, but Parrish says, I've had enough of this. Let's just get back into... Is it going to be too far? No, it's a lovely kick as they try and bring it out. They do. He did well in the end. Panthers player. Olsen out of dummy half. Patterson trying to rally his troops. Neal goes to the short side. And a drop ball there, so the Sea Eagles will get the footy. They tried to, they knocked it on as well, so it'll be their first knock on by the Panthers. So the Sea Eagles set deep. Creus, runners outside. Wall ends up with it. Creus to dummy half. Forbes bounces out of the tackle. Referee plays advantage. There's a bit of a push and shove going on. Referee says, back you go, boys. It'll be a penalty. He did play the advantage and then of the high tackle. Josh Parrish is having a little chat to Callum Forbes. Will we take the two or will we continue the momentum by the looks of it? Referee sorted it out beautifully. Penalty. I think they might... Oh, no, he's done the tap and go. Gupwell. Hoping to catch the Panthers napping then. Duxbury. Long pass for Parrish. Parrish finds Press. Press throws the dummy. Had the hand loose, but decided to hang on to it and take the tackle. Duxbury to dummy half. Finds Gupwell back to the middle. Short pass for Tiberi. He's wrapped up and drops the ball as he was tackled. They were set to the left too. Gupwell decided to go short. Still plenty of time for the Panthers. Just need to get down to the other end of the football field. Neal at dummy half, looking around. Just trying to size up the situation. Trying to get his Panthers side on the front foot. They get up, push. Oxford wasn't happy with the tackle. Kitchener, flat ball, might have been forward. Referee says yes, it was. So a little bit sloppy from the Panthers. So Sea Eagles win the scrum. They're back right to halfway. Chris, the ball finds the ground. Oxford trying to really rally his troops as hitting the ball at speed now. Callum Forbes. Duxbury to dummy half. Solomon throws the big dummy, slices through, just has to get past Olsen, but Olsen does a good job and drills him. If they're quick enough, they can come to the left. They go to the right. Sam McKenzie gets a lovely pass. They did have big numbers to the left. Josh Parrish went that way. He picked up the back rower in Sam McKenzie and just a weight of possession for the Seagulls in the last couple of minutes. And they score again. They lead 18-0 on the Police Association New South Wales scoreboard. It's been a good couple of days for the Sea Eagles. As we said, they were beaten on day one by the Wombats, 32-0. They upset the Parramatta Eels yesterday, 16-14, and they've continued this momentum. And it was all on the back of some wonderful defence early in this match. Conversion's unsuccessful on the Police Association New South Wales scoreboard, 18-0. 8 minutes left in this Pool A clash. And the ladder before this was the Wombats on 4, Eels 2, Sea Eagles 2. Panthers haven't opened their account yet. So a handy 2 points for the Sea Eagles. Top 2 of each pool into the semi-finals on Wednesday. They'll get the ball back here as the ball finds touch from the kickoff. Which of course means semi-final football tomorrow. And this will be the Panthers' last game in this year's championship. Let's see if they can finish it with a bang. Fitzgerald feeds. Emery. Salmon gives it on to Olsen. Olsen still going for the line. Some great cover defence once again from the Sea Eagles on the far side of the football field. Emery, he'll want to move it quickly. He does indeed. Gets it on to Sanderson Barton. It'll go to Emery again at speed. Throws it out for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, ball finds the ground once again. Oh, it was trying to be tapped up by Wright. He was trying to tap it up for his winger, but his winger's come in. So it breaks down for the Panthers. And the Sea Eagles will play it on their defensive 10. And eventually, Sanderson Barton was hit high. The referee must have got a little call from his touch judge. So relieving penalty for the Sea Eagles after it looked like Olsen was going to score in the far corner. But once again, that scrambling defence of the Sea Eagles has held them in good stead all afternoon. And another penalty. Just a little rub of the head from Salmon. He'll have no muck in the ruck, this referee. Missingham for the Seagulls. Creas. Jorbanen. Cox in his third jumper for the week. He loves a different number, does David Cox. Creas. Ball's found the ground. Has it been picked up by the Panthers? No, we'll play the first knock on. It was Seagulls. It'll be Panthers feed. As we roll down for the final 4 minutes. And the Seagulls will now just sit and wait. And watch the next game in Pool A. They'll be hoping for a Wombats victory over the Eels. Salmon wrapped up by Duxbury. Still going. They're still pushing and shoving. Eventually gets to his feet, Neil. No way through there. Emery. Pritchard. It's a big 10. Emery trying to keep these two sides apart. Fitzgerald fired. Well, I thought it maybe meant for his winger. But plucked out of the air by Wright. Ball's found the ground. It'll be knocked on. Missingham was involved in the tackle. Solid tackle. Ball came loose. And now the Seagulls will get the scrum feed. Oh, it's against the head. Play on, says the referee. Jared Knox fed it. All of a sudden, Panthers hooker said, I'll have a crack at that. Missingham again. Good work underneath. It was a good tackle. Douglas back to dummy half. Finds Logue. Oxford, Emery, Olsen. Oxford again, picks up Pritchard. Emery picks up a loose pass, puts it, kicks it through, taken nicely. Might have been taken a little bit high in the end. Referee says that'll be all right. Matt Gray it was. Looked dangerous at one stage. The kick bobbled about, but he did well to hang on to it. Good run out of dummy half from Wall. They're saying a strip here. The ball bobbled up from Hope. And that'll all she wrote. I'll take this penalty kick. Jorman in then. He'll take the tackle. Siren sounds. And now the Manly Seagulls sit and wait. And as we say, they'll be intently watching the next game, which will kick off shortly, between the Parramatta Eels and the Eastern Suburbs Wombats. We'll be back shortly.
Glenn Richard, well done, mate. Great career.